Okay, we'll implement the NavMesh agent and NavMesh surface navigation in Unity today. So let's start. First, we'll create the our base plane object, which will be our ground. So this we will have to mark the ground as our NavMesh surface, which will be used for navigation by the game objects towards these from source to destination. Okay, so let's just scale it, and then let's first go ahead and add the game objects here first. So this is my sphere as an enemy, and add capsule as a player object, and let's just tag the player object as player in the object here. Okay, now in the ground we'll mark it as NavMesh surface. So we'll keep it everything default and just bake it. So this will be the area where the enemies will move across and try to find the player object. Okay, now just do some placement and then okay, this is the position perfect for this one. Now let's just scale the player object. Okay, we just move it around here. Okay, now let me create first the obstacle. So these obstacles will be the one which enemy has to avoid while trying to find my player. Let's just create a cube. Meet obstacle. Okay, now just scale this one as well. Okay, in the add component, we'll add the array mesh obstacle. So this to mark this as obstacle, and we'll mark it as car so that the enemy the game objects avoid it while navigating the area. Okay, now let's just create few more obstacles so that we can create a proper mesh grid kind of thing. Okay, let's just scale this one. Okay, first we can go there. Let's just duplicate it here. And yeah, this should be fine. So this will be a zigzag pattern. Let's just rotate it 90 degrees and place it at the end so that the last endpoint is missed. Okay, now create few more stickers to just create a maze. Okay, yeah. Sorry. So how this will work is like based on the source and destination and based on how the which object is marked as NavMesh agent. The agent position, it will take the player position and then it will try to find the shortest path using the shortest path algorithm Unity has implemented. Generally, it's a star that is being used, but we can confirm with based on the version of Unity we are using. Okay. Okay, so this looks fine for now. So we have like a path between enemy to player using this. Okay, so it should actually follow this path. Mm. Okay, now what we'll do is in the player object, let's assign the materials. And then in the enemy object, let's assign the NavMesh agent. So this is the one which will mark it as auto movement of the object. Okay. Now I'm positioning my camera so that it looks, our camera follows the player and we can view how it is navigating through the maze. Okay, let's just put the position to 0 and then move it back that little like above and rotate it towards in x-axis. Okay, so this will show us following the camera will follow the object. Now let's go and create the script for our agent. So we'll create enemy AI attack agent. This is just a simple script to just show the following. Okay, now open it in Visual Studio Code and we'll start with the transform of our player method that we need to follow. So we'll just create a public transform player transform variable and you need a NavMesh agent for our game object to enable the AI movement. Okay, so we'll just create agent here. Okay, let's assign agent to the get the component of the NavMesh agent in our agent variable. So let's just code it, which equals nav get component NavMesh agent. Okay, close it. Good. Now I will check if the player is not null. Or player transform is basically not null. And inside the if condition, just agent dot set destination to player transform dot position. Position and let's set the speed of the 10x. That's what showing first movement. Okay. Okay, let's just save it. Okay, it wants to update. Okay, that's fine. We'll just save it again. Okay, how our enemy object, let's assign the script to the enemy object. Okay, and we want our player reference in our player transform method, and let's see what happens. Cool. It moves. Finally, it is moving as per the desired path or that we know that will move. Okay, let's just inspect it once more. Just change the radius to 1 so that it doesn't, it tries to avoid the actual obstacle. Okay. And just check everything is checked here correctly. Okay, so we have obstacle where all the inspector we can see carve here, and then we can set the center and size of the obstacle and everything that we can control here. And then if we do play again, it will follow the player and it will like go towards the player. This one. So maybe in the next one we can see and replace the simple game object with a real character that we want to do.